Funky. Hip
So winter has come to my home city, and I'm going to install the thickest sway bar that I could find on my winter car. So I'm heading to MT Auto and get that fixed this Friday afternoon. This weather just came out of nowhere, but I think it's gonna be fun with a lot stiffer winter car. We'll see. The sway bars were a lot thinner than I expected. I mean, the ones that I have on my 350Z are literally 5 times thicker. Absolutely 5 times thicker. But this is the biggest that they had. This is from Whiteline, and I bought up the whole kit. I'm really surprised over how skinny the original arms are. They're like a straw, smaller than a finger, more or less. So yeah, the new ones, even though they are skinny, according to me, is gonna be a huge difference from the original ones. And the funny thing is, I have no complaints at all about the stability and the cornering with the car. I absolutely love the chassis on it. So yeah, this is going to be fun. The bolts that was in the kit are way too short. If we are going to try to install that, we will have like 1 or 2 Hi, a couple of months has passed since the last video because the bolts that came with the kit for the rear sway bar was too short. So I had to go and buy bolts. We didn't continue with the other things. And this was missing in the last package. So I've been busy, Marco's been busy. Spring is almost here, and now we're going to continue with the car. I also ordered this mount bushing from transmission to give me a more solid feel on the shifting, but I don't have any complaints at all about the transmission. So I don't think they will do anything. So this is everything complete that has anything to do with the sway bars. All the bushing, all the arms, and some extra stabilization things. So with this transmission mount, I thought it was just going to be, used to slide it in, but you need to remove almost, not remove, but you need to loosen the whole transmission to get it in under. So that was a lot more work than I thought it would be. So all this space was empty before, so now this bushing fills that part, which is going to make it stiffer, but I don't know if I'm going to notice something. Here we can see the mount. I don't know if I said that earlier, but when I showed you earlier, we had it backwards, so now it's right. So the lettering, Whiteline lettering, is going for the rear. And I actually do think that this will do some difference. It will make the transmission completely sturdy. The installation seems to be straightforward, more or less, even though the instructions are really bad. These are the pictures. But we know what we are doing, and after a couple of days, we're gonna get it up and lift again and re-straighten everything, tighten everything. I already had adjustable arms, but I bought the bigger ones from Whiteline instead. So I have everything in the chassis that Whiteline offers. As you can see, here's another part that won't fit. No matter what you do,
the holes in the sway bar are too small. We can't get it to fit at all. It's impossible.
Jag går den som.
Ja, okej.
I just called Whiteline in UK and they have sent me the wrong sway bar. Luckily I had this number and they have given me the wrong sway bar. So now I have to send this one back, put it down again, send this one back, and after they have received this one, they will send me the correct one. So then I have to book another time with the mechanic and he have to do all this all over again. So back with the old one again and wait for the correct sway bar. Used to do this all over again.
This is going to be interesting. I'm doing this unboxing in front of the camera just so you can see that it is not my fault in any way. The video, the last thing that you saw in the video was March 1st, where I didn't get any reply on the support, so I called Whiteline and they told me that I had the wrong sway bar. And they sent me a new sway bar that got here today, 8 days later. And also today, the same day that I got the new sway bar, Whiteline finally answered my mails that I sent 8 days ago. And the funny thing here is that when I talked with them on the phone, they told me that I had the right sway bar. Once again, I ordered a complete kit for my car. Everything is supposed to fit my car, a complete kit made by Whiteline. I haven't chosen any parts by myself. And they said that I had the wrong sway bar. Now when they answer my mail 9 days later, they tell me that I had the right sway bar all the time. It's just that I didn't have the right end links. So now I open this package that I got today just to see that it is the same sway bar that I had on my car that was wrong. The same sway bar they sent me the last time. So this will not help me at all. What are you guys at Whiteline doing? What is this? You sent me a sway bar that I already have. Something else is wrong, and it's not my job to find out what is wrong with the things that you sent me that I bought for my car. This is the same sway bar, SF45 XZ. It's the same sway bar. I think another month has passed and I finally have the right sway bar. And this video ended up being just a complaint to Whiteline. I believe the issue was that the other sway bar had too small holes drilled. So this one is the same shape as the first one, but with bigger holes. So I'm hoping that was the only problem. So let's see how it goes. So in the rear, I have it in the middle, so mid strength or whatever you should call it. And in the front, we took it, there were only two options in the front. We have it in a softer mode. Just to try it out, and because I'm going to do a lot of highway driving in the near months. So yeah, probably gonna adjust it later. It made a huge difference right away, actually. Not only in a good way. The car is now much bouncier on uneven roads, even on our bad highways here. So it feels like the dampers are much stiffer, but it's all thanks to the sway bars. But
as I've said before, I have no complaints about the chassis in the GT86 and the BRZ, but it's even better now. It turns in so easily, so smooth, so quick, and I am still on winter tires, so I'm really looking forward to get my R tires on again. And the weighted shift knob with the bushing, the transmission bushing mount, that made a huge difference. So that is something I can really recommend. That did a huge difference for the feeling and the shifting gears. So that's it. This video became something else than I expected it to be, and it's now like March 24, I think, 25, and I begin this whole thing like in the end of the summer last year. I did all this because I had a clicking noise in the rear, and I thought it was because of the Swaybars, but it wasn't. So, well, now I have a bunch of new things on the car anyway. This is it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about my cars, about my Swaybars, whatever, just ask me and let me know, and I will do my best to answer. Thanks.